Okay, here's an unboxing of the, wait for it, PDOBQ dock. Yep, that's what it's called. Um, anyways, I mean, I guess I've seen worse names, but this one actually had some features that I thought were interesting, and it was fairly cheap. So if you actually trust third-party Nintendo Switch docks, which I seem to, uh, I'll risk my Switch and start crying if it actually does something wrong. And let's unbox it. Let's see. Do we even need the knife that I grabbed? Yes, we do. Okay. Kinda. I could probably just rip it with my bare hands, but whatever. It's not like I care about this box. Okay, so it's a very small duck. I don't know how it's going to feel in the hand. I've been using the what's that dock? Insignia dock for longer than I ever used the what is it dock? The official one, and it's been fine. So we'll risk it with another dock. So here is this dock, which has two front USB ports, which is one of the big selling points for me. And on the back we have our USB 3.0, USB-C, as well as the HDMI, as well as it has the ability to turn off the video out on the dock so that you can just dock it and play on the Nintendo Switch screen, which is a feature some people have asked for, and it has been on some docks. Now, in contrast, the Insignia dock is it only has, I think, one USB port, and let me see about. Okay, so here's something. There's no play with this USB port, so it's not like it wiggles back and forth. That could be a concern, and that's that. So like I said, the Insignia dock only has one USB port. So if you need more than one USB port, the Insignia dock, you'll need a USB hub. And the USB port's in the back, so you have to wrap it around to the front. And that's that. So with this, let me go get my Switch because I think I might want it. It's in the. It was in the Insignia dock, but let's see about docking this in there. That was actually fairly easy. It sits in there, and there's these little tabs that go over it to hold it in place. Let's see how easy it is. Oh, it comes right out. Let's see. I have these. Oh, actually, I had to push it a little harder to get it in. It wasn't fully in, but you'll probably have a little bit of a time getting it out. So that's that. But yeah, we have the front USB ports and everything. I'll be right back at one more time. Now, I don't actually have the full official Nintendo Switch dock anymore because I actually put it in the what is that, the kit, the Switch kit, so you can make it smaller, and I got rid of the rest of the dock. But here's the Insignia dock. I will say it is a lot. It's like a tank. It's probably more sturdy than it really even needs to be. But again, we have the one USB port back here, HDMI and USB-C, and we have some vents here. And then let's see, no vents on this dock, but actually you kind of do. Like this here is basically vent for ventilation. So that's how that works. And let's compare the Insignia dock as far as how easy it is to put in and take out. This I have always found to be fairly simple. It comes right out like that. Goes in, comes out. Let's see, does this have wiggle room? Yes, this does wiggle a bit, I believe. No, actually, it doesn't. It doesn't actually. It's hard to show, but it doesn't really wiggle. Maybe a little. Like the slightest bit, but not really. Not enough to really make much of a difference. But this has been a great dock. This has worked very well. Let's do a size comparison here. So obviously this one has more length to it, but it's also deeper. It's actually deeper, just by a little bit, but it's deeper than the. I believe it's deeper than the Switch dock. It has more depth than even the official Switch dock. So that's a thing. This doesn't have any features like Bluetooth audio or anything like that. You can add, of course, a dongle. There's no Bluetooth audio, no GameCube controllers built in or anything like that. It's just like a kind of a slimmed down dock with different location for USB ports, and it also, like I said, you can turn off the video out feature, and it just looks nicer than the original Switch dock. So that's one thing there. I'm going to move over to the television, and we're going to hook this one up, this one, and we're going to see how it works. All right, I got the dock set up. Did try it for a little while. Tested the ports to make sure they worked. So the USB ports do work. I figured I'd get this thing up on the TV and also show the that other button that disables the video out working and stuff. But I want to turn on my Switch right now. So the screen is on. So here we have the Switch with its third-party Joy-Cons that I did a couple videos on. One of them was really bad and the other one was all right. And so we plop that down. It's not the easiest thing to do, and then we apparently knock things around. I don't know. Get this to focus a little better. Let me see if turning the flash off helps. Okay. I don't know if that did. Anyways, so that's, the Switch is now switched over to the television. You can't see it right now, but that's because I'm just going to test something, or I already tested it, but I'm going to show that you can turn off the video out if you can reach around, and see the button, wherever the hell the button is, right next to this. There it goes. So I turned off the video out, and maybe this will be a good way to get that to focus. There you go. Alright, so video out is now off, and you can just use it like this and plug things into the USB ports such as controllers or whatever it is that you want. I have a Bluetooth dongle that I plug into mine, and also I was able to use the front USB ports to charge my headphones that I use with the Bluetooth dongle. And, I also have somewhere a controller converter that I can't find right now. So once I get that, I should be able to plug that in and use other controllers. But now we're going to set this back to the video out feature, and that should take a little while and then go to the TV. So now it's on the TV. Okay, so it's on the TV now. And now I'm going to pick up I'm going to move you for a second. Yeah, I'm stuck. And let's see if we can get this back further. and zoom out, pointing at the TV, and here is the image that we're getting. Zoom out a little more, or no, not in, out. Oh, it doesn't go out anymore. Okay, so we're out as far as we can go. Best I can do. And now I'm going to hook up the Pro controller through Bluetooth. But now I can also, if I wanted to, I can hook it up wired and charge it from the front USB ports. That makes it a lot more convenient. And that's weird that audio doesn't kick in right away. I don't know if it does that on the other ones. It may. But the image quality looks just like it always does on every dock I've ever used. And that's that. So yeah, there's that. What else is there? It's a dock with the same amount of USB ports and everything that the original official Nintendo Switch dock has. It looks nicer, and it's cheaper. It's only like $21 with a coupon that you get on Amazon, and it has the feature to turn off the video out, which I will again show by pressing the button just now. And now the displays actually showed up on the Switch. And if I want it back on the television, I press the button again. And it takes a little while, but then it goes to the TV, which it should show up right now. Yeah, there we go. So that's working. So you can you don't have to use it to output video to your television. You can, use it just for the USB ports and, and for charging and whatever else you can use the dock for. So you can just have it set up in tabletop mode and plug in USB controllers and, plug in whatever the USB ports will accept, such as Ethernet or whatever. There's no Ethernet port on it, just you can plug a USB to Ethernet kind of adapter into it. But yeah, that's really it. It's one thing I noticed this while I was using this. I'm going to bring you back over real quick. Okay, so one thing is, one of the issues that people had with the original Switch dock was the scratching of the screen thing. While this dock doesn't completely cover the screen, it does cover the edges of the screen that don't, the parts that don't show gameplay. And one thing I notice is that when you take it out, a lot of times, it's right up against the screen. And if you do not have a screen protector, it probably would scratch your screen, just not the area where the gameplay shows up. However, you may want to get a screen protector. Either way, you want to get a screen protector, but so I do have a screen protector on mine. So that means that it fits with a screen protector, but it doesn't have any padding whatsoever on the dock, so it just rubs up against the screen. So, while it won't affect your gameplay, it still can scratch the edges or the borders of the screen, the bezels of the screen. So, there's that. And I doubt that this thing would ever fit with any case, such as the Skull & Co case or anything. It's way too tight. There's no room for that. Also, when putting this in, you need to tilt it backwards instead of going straight down. You have to tilt it backwards on an angle. So that's a little bit different. But other than that, it's a dock for like less than $30, and I wonder how this lighting, this flashlight. Oh God, that looks terrible. Anyways. That's it. That's really it. It's nothing too crazy. It's just the same thing, except it doesn't have video out, or that you can disable video out, and it looks nicer and it's cheaper. So the only thing I would say is, of course, the bricking issue that people are concerned about. I wouldn't say go get it right now. Also, this is not like a full review. I only just opened this product, so I can't tell you what will happen in the future. Just to point this out. Um, so just know that it's working for me now. If you're concerned about the Switch bricking or anything like that, you may want to stick with your official dock. Maybe if you can put it into one of those little tiny those docking kits, you can do that. But if you're not concerned, if you're not worried, if you have confidence in it, so far it's working all right. But like I said, I haven't even had it for a day, so that's not long enough for me to make some kind of review or tell you to run out and buy it right now or anything like that. Just showing it and showing what I've found works, and how it's going and everything. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.